seeing something that, a little serendipitous moment, something where a bit of feedback, a squeak of this, a snare drum breaking. I like live music. You can't necessarily control it. So you feel alive in that moment, and you're sharing it with everyone else in the room, and you're all connected at that point.
I like to go out in a risk atmosphere where I may possibly have to swallow some of the singer's spit. That's what I like to see. I like to see sweat is going to hit you in the face and you don't know where it's come from.
You do get those moments when you see a band and go, yeah, they're going somewhere. But then I can been wrong so many times as well. When I see a band, the hairs stood up on the back of my neck and they've disappeared into obscurity, into nowhere. They're some of my favourite shows. The gigs where maybe 50 people were there and something special happened, and then the band disappeared into the night, never to be seen again. They're some of my fondest memories.
It's a feeling that you get when you walk through the door, and there's an atmosphere in there that you can't replicate. You could not write down what it is. So it's that kind of unknowable, indescribable essence of a space and a group of people coming together to make something happen.
It's been like an actual real haven to me at times, like when life's maybe not going your way. Going to see gigs is something I'd always do, and this is a place to come and do it. But like, there's a great bunch of people down here, always waiting with open arms. The first gig we did as Ladybird, I just had my heart broken, and it had brought up a load of other stuff. There was a moment at the end of that gig where, like, the final tune we played, it erupted and all this stuff came out, and I kind of half sort of lost where I was, and was just kind of stood up at the end of it, and Alex came and just put his arm around my shoulder and kissed me on the cheek. I just felt so like touched by the strength of that moment and the friendship he was showing me, but it's like that was up on stage, and that was involving everyone who was in that room, the other side of that camera as well.
I think for the people that do come and feel involved, I think it can be life-affirming, and it has given so many people their voice. I think you and I, we're social creatures. We need to be together, sitting around a campfire, singing songs, playing music and connecting. And it's so easy to lose that in modern society. I think, pubs, grassroots music venues, us all connecting through music is really important. The threats of closure is there hanging over every grassroots music venue. There's always something there that's about to get you business rates, neighbours moving in. You can obsess over the threats and the minute details, and then it's like walking through mud. You'll get very stuck, very quickly, and it's harder to get out. So sometimes you just have to relax and go, right, let's just make the next gig right. But with different threats always coming, it's very easy for those threats to consume you and for them to eat you up. Venues that I was playing when I was out touring, they're not here anymore, and they're flats now. And so it's really sad to go and visit those places. When a venue closes, you're losing more than just a space to play. You're losing that community as well. People might say, oh, they'll move on, they'll find somewhere new, but that seems a really wasteful approach, just to think, oh, let that one close and another one will open. Well, they're not reopening anymore. Once a space goes in the middle of a town, with gentrification happening, that's when that space is gone. It's gone forever. It's not coming back, not in the current climate. Probably need to find someone that's slightly unhinged, well, not normal. That's the only way it's going to survive, is by finding other people that are not normal. Maybe you need unstable people who are searching and lost. Is that the future of venues, relying on those lost souls? Probably.